Wishing you a fantastic day. In today's video, what they don't tell you about the law of attraction. You may have heard of the law of attraction. You may be wanting to create the things that you want in life, but this is what they don't tell you. And when you understand this, it's going to speed up the whole process of all areas of your life for attracting your soulmate, attracting money, new jobs, new opportunities. Things are going to come a lot faster to you after you watch this video. So this is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com. Let's dive right into this video. Okay, so let's say that you want to attract money. First of all, this video was sponsored by the good old like button, so hit the like button right over there on the side, so this sends it out into the YouTube universe. Hit the like button. So let's say you wanted money. So you say, I want to make this much money a month. And that's great. And what they tell you is that the law of attraction says that you get what you want. What they don't tell you is that a lot of people do not get what they want. So why would the law of attraction say you get what you want, but a lot of people want money and they don't get it? And the answer to that lies in your unconscious. It's really is like a Freudian law of attraction version. So let's say you say, I want to make $10,000 a month. And in your unconscious mind, which quite literally means you're unaware of it, when you were a kid, your parents got divorced. And if you can recall those memories from childhood, one of the first memories of them arguing that you can recall is them arguing about money. In fact, the number one divorce cause that we have in our world today is money. So obviously, divorce is a very emotional thing, especially when you are the child of two parents that are getting divorced. It can be very traumatizing. Well, what could make it even tougher is if you, in present day, as a 20-year-old, as a 40-year-old, as a 60-year-old, wanted to make more money. But when you were a child, your parents got divorced, and the reoccurrent emotional problems in your household that you can remember that you never really thought that much about, but as you recalled and you really sit with your earliest memories from childhood, was arguing over money. So if you saw a divorce as a child, the child's mind says divorce bad, right? Divorce scary. Well, if the divorce happened because of money, what do you think your unconscious association with money is? Money bad. Money causes divorce. Money causes pain. Money causes suffering. I don't want money. That's what your unconscious does. It's not rational, but your unconscious stores that emotion. And unless you can really look at whatever it is that you want, let's say you want money, let's say you want love, let's say you want freedom, let's say you want a new job, let's say you want health, it doesn't matter what it is, insert whatever it is. But you have to look at your earliest memories to see the ways that you were programmed. And you've got to be able to tell yourself that those memories and those emotions do not control you anymore. That unconscious pattern doesn't control you anymore. See, you could say, I really want money. I made my vision board. I do my affirmations. I work 17 hours every single day. I'm so hardcore. I'm gonna manifest money. But you don't get it. Why? Because there's an unconscious emotion that was probably stored since childhood, or maybe it happened in your more formative years in high school, college, or thereafter, that your unconscious mind has associated money with pain, or money with suffering, or money with greed, or money with you're gonna go to hell, or God won't love you. And it's a very, very strong emotion in the unconscious. So unconsciously, even though consciously you want this thing, the earlier programming is blocking what you want. And that's because the majority of your life is actually unconscious. Unless you become aware that your unconscious is running the ship and that those emotions no longer control you or those memories no longer control you, you will always play out the old programming over and over and over and over again. So this is what they don't tell you about the law of attraction. They want to simplify it to such a degree where they say, you get what you want. A lot of people don't get what they want. Why? It's not because this universe isn't friendly or the law of attraction doesn't work. It's because the unconscious mind is running the ship. For instance, there was a woman in one of my seminars, and I was discussing all of these things, and I was teaching about the unconscious. And I was sharing just like what I was sharing here, and at the break, she came up to me, and she was maybe in her 60s. And she said, you know what? This is incredible. And she was very emotional, and she said, I've been wanting to attract love for so long, and I haven't been able to do it. And it's been really disheartening. I've wanted a partner, I wanted a husband. I haven't been able to do it for years and years and years. And she said, I retraced my memories in regards to love, and I found out, and I remembered when I was a child, my parents were not in a good relationship. And this is a 60-year-old woman. My parents were not in a good relationship, and they would argue all the time, and they eventually got divorced. And it was very traumatizing. So as a child, I said to myself, as a young person, I said to myself, if that's love, I don't want it. Love is pain. And so she stored that in the unconscious. But then as she got older, she developed a conscious mind. But your conscious mind is only responsible for 5% of your life. And consciously, she says, I want love up here. I want love. I want love. I want love. The tip of the iceberg. But unconsciously, she programmed herself at a young age to protect herself from pain. And the pain was love. Because she watched it. Love was pain. It was very emotional. It was very bad. And she said, I don't want that. So unconsciously, she'd do the dating app. She'd go on dates. She'd do all the things. But unconsciously, she was always attracting the wrong people and the wrong things so that she would never fall into love, because her unconscious in her brain was protecting herself from the pain of love. And in that moment, she realized that definition of love was wrong altogether. Love is pain. As a 6-year-old, she finally realized love is not pain. Love is joy. Love is freedom, not pain. That she had to tell her unconscious mind in her brain, look, thank you for protecting me for the last 50 years from ever falling in love, but I want love. Love is freedom. I'm not afraid. And in that moment, she released those unconscious emotions. She released the hold of those unconscious emotions that had controlled her entire life. And very quickly, she attracted her partner, her soulmate, her husband, very quickly after. Because the unconscious mind controls the ship here. And people will tell you, do this thing, do this thing, do this technique. But all of those things are conscious. And your conscious only controls 5% of your life. The unconscious mind is what's dominating the ship here. And unless we can discover, I want money, I want love. And then we say, okay, well, how have I been programmed with respect to money? How have I been programmed with respect to love? Oh my gosh, I can remember when I was a kid, my parents were arguing about this, and I thought, wow, relationships are bad. Oh my gosh, I remember I've been wanting to start my own business and it hasn't worked out for 3 years. I can never get any clients. I can never get any money. Oh my gosh, now I can remember my grandfather took his retirement savings to start a business, and then the business fell apart and he went bankrupt and he was depressed for the rest of his life. Oh my gosh, my unconscious is trying to block me from going into business because it has associated going into business with pain and depression and going bankrupt, and it's trying to protect me from what my grandfather did. Right? I'm just hypothetically saying things. But you see how that's the way it actually works, and this is what people don't tell you. And this is the key to freedom. So a lot of the time it is memories and emotions from childhood, but not all the time. You may have been 26 years old and you had some money saved, and then you invested it and the thing was a scam, or the thing lost money, so you lost all your money. So then you it was very emotionally traumatizing in your 20s or 30s or 40s or whatever, and now you're 50 or 60 or you're 35 now, and you want more money consciously. But unconsciously, you experience so much pain or stress with respect to losing your money or what have you, that your unconscious is trying to protect you from having money so you don't have a similar pain reaction again in your life, because your unconscious has associated money with pain because you lost it when you were 26 years old due to a scam, or you didn't know how to manage it properly, so you invested it into bad things and you lost all your money, or you bought a house you couldn't afford and then you defaulted on the mortgage. So your unconscious is afraid of money and it's trying to protect you from having it. So what I invite you to do, whatever it is that you want, whether it's love, job, opportunities, whatever it is you want, money, new house, what I invite you to do is pull out a journal and just journal all your memories with respect to that thing. Let's say you want money. Journal all of your emotions and memories you can recall with respect to money over your life. If you want love or a relationship, journal your entire memories that you can recall. Maybe you remember something when you were 7, or maybe when you were 13, your first boyfriend or your first girlfriend, they cheated on you. And it was so depressing, and that your unconscious mind associated relationships with pain, and it didn't want you to get cheated on or suffer again, and you were depressed for 6 months, and your unconscious didn't want that to happen, so it associated any dating with bad, so you were never able to attract a good person ever again. Or maybe your father wasn't around when you were little, so and it caused a lot of pain. So your unconscious mind associated men with bad. So you were never able to attract good men because your unconscious mind associated it with that. Now this is deep work, right? And what I'm inviting you to do is pull out your journal and put at the top money or love or house or whatever it is that you want, and then go through and journal, free write, just for a few minutes, everything that comes up. Now you don't need to go back through and resolve every issue from your childhood, but what you have to do is acknowledge that the unconscious is controlling the ship. And when you acknowledge that the unconscious is controlling the ship, it no longer controls you anymore. You can say, thank you brain, thank you unconscious, for trying to protect me from a relationship not working out or money problems or whatever it is. Thank you for that. But now I control the ship. And what happens is, all of a sudden, you instantaneously drop all the blocks, all the resistance that is stopping you from you having what you want in life, because your unconscious has been blocking it this whole time. Even though consciously you've been watching these videos, you know what you want, you do your affirmations, you work really hard, you believe in your ability to create what you want, but that's all conscious. That's the tip of the iceberg. And when you identify that the unconscious controls the ship and it may be blocking it, all of a sudden you're free, and all of your things can come to you quicker and faster, and your life becomes more fluid, and it's no longer like you're dragging an anchor around with you everywhere that you go. So thank you for watching this video. If it speaks to you, make sure you hit the like button right over there. Hit that like button right over there, and then comment down below, I love my life. Comment down below, I love my life. Comment down below, I love my life. Hit the subscribe button and the bell notification right over there. The bell notification is what notifies you for new videos, so even if you're already subscribed, just double check you've actually hit that bell notification right over there on the side. Give this a like, and then go ahead, grab your journal and spend the next 5 minutes going through this process that we just talked about. Remember, you don't get what you want, you get what you are, and your unconscious may have just stored some pain with association to what you consciously want, and now you're freeing yourself from it, so what you want is going to come quicker and faster. All of a sudden your unconscious mind is going to start being a magnet for you to attract the money or love that you want instead of blocking it, and this is going to be the key that's going to make the rest of your life the best of your life. I'm Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com. Thank you for watching this video so much. Hit the like button, subscribe, bell notification, comment down, I love my life. Wishing you a fantastic day, sending you lots of positive energy. I'll talk to you on the next video.